I missed the fairway, and now I've got this. Does this happen to you? Of course it does. You get a divot. Now there are some of you that are just taking this thing and you're just kind of going, don't do that. It's a bad idea. I want to teach you how to hit that shot so you don't panic when you find yourself in this situation. And by the way, this happens all over the place, not just in the rough. It can happen in the fairway. It can happen everywhere. If it's happening on the tee, you got big issues. All right, now here's the deal. How do I hit this shot? Well, I've got to get very steep on this. This club has to come into this ball. I've got to hit this ball first. And it's slightly below my feet because it's in that divot. So what am I going to do? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play that ball on the back of my stance. I've got to make sure that this angle of approach is coming in a little bit steeper. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to stand a little bit closer to that ball as well. I want to make sure that I do everything I can to get this club coming down on top of this ball. That's what I've got to do. So not unlike when we get stuck in the rough where we're setting our weight a little bit forward, we're going to do that as well. We do have to make sure, however, that when this comes in, that there's not a lot of movement with the body. It's almost like you're hitting out of a fairway bunker as well. So we're gonna make sure that when you take your practice swing, and I want you to take a practice swing, is that you're sitting into that left side and you're kind of staying there, and you're really feeling that chest staying down over the shot. Many of you will get into the proper setup position, but then when you come through the shot, you're letting this chest rise up because you want to try to get this ball up into the air. You're not doing that. You've got to make sure that that chest is staying down to the ground, and then that club is going to find the bottom of the arc. And as a practice stroke, you're seeing where that club is bottoming out, and then you're making sure that you're going to play that ball farther back from where that low spot is or where it's bottoming out. So the ball's in the back. I'm a little bit closer. I'm leaning on my lead side. And then I'm making sure that when I come through here, my chest is really over this ball through the strike. You're going to take a divot here. Now what you're going to find is that that ball's going to flight out of that divot a lot lower, but it's going to be really solid. And as you can see, I did get a divot. I extended the length of that divot. Then when you're done here, make sure it doesn't happen to the people behind you. Go get that sand out of the bucket that's on your cart and fill that divot up properly. As you do that and you take better care of the golf course, you're probably going to have some good fortune go your way. That's how you're going to deal with that divot, and that's how you're going to make sure that the people behind you don't have to deal with that divot when they come in.